Good morning, Mac Daddy.
Barracuda!
Making our way south down the west coast of Madagascar had our fishing lines running hot. We're on the move to get out of the cyclone area, and with 1,000 miles of coastline to explore before crossing the Mozambique Channel to mainland Africa, we have some miles to sail in a very remote part of the world. Before departure, we were nervous how we were going to keep our fresh food supplies stocked for the trip, but we soon learned that we are travelling in the best fishing grounds of our lives.
Morning.
Is it a fish? It looks like it's a palm frond. Yeah, it's a mackie. Look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big teeth on it. Oh.
Mac Daddy! Give us a look. Beautiful Spanish mackerel, our absolute target species that put Jason this morning in these sort of shallow waters, dragging like the redhead and any other sort of outcoast swimmers. 40 metres up when you hit like a 20-metre ledge or something, like hell of mackies. And fair enough. Fair enough, there we go. They grow really fast, so being that's about a metre long, it's probably only a couple of years old. They do get to like 30, 40 kilos, so they can get huge. Stoked?
Yeah.
Yes! I feel so rich when we have food in the freezer. Just like catching our own food and now having fish and protein to eat. Like it's just, it's a rewarding feeling. I don't know if that's the man in me, but
Does it get any fresher, does it?
any better than this? Oh.
What's your painting? Beautiful painting.
Yep, I did it all by myself.
Well done.
I love that you still have your pajama shorts on.
I can wear what I want out here. In the Christmas spirit.
The afternoon westerly winds have consistently been blowing into the high 20s every day, which whilst makes for fast sailing, it is uncomfortable and life on the lean gets tired pretty quick. With the building wind, consequently brings a short sea fetch, which in turn makes Nandji's bow bounce, and after sailing all day to windward, arriving into the lee of Nosy Lava Island is a welcomed break.
Dad, I was supposed to see that whale. Did you see the whale?
You saw a whale?
Wait, what's that? That's not a whale.
No, that's not a whale. What's that?
This is a ship.
I think it's just a boat.
Oh, is this a...
We might see whales later today. Well, there's something to be said about a calm, flat anchorage after you've been sailing upwind all day. Last night's sleep was probably one of the best sleeps I've had for quite some time. It's pretty shallow in here. You can see the bay is a pretty big bay, and we're anchored in 6 metres, but there's 3 metre tides around here, so I got down to less than 4 metres last night when I came up and had a check at low tide. So we weren't going anywhere, but it just means it's super calm, smooth water, which is really nice. So here we are at Nosy Lava. This island has quite a bit of history because there is a old jail, a penitentiary that's shut down. Evidently, so the story goes, that there was yachties anchored off it and some prisoners escaped and they killed the yachties and they shut down the jail. But that's just rumours. I'm not 100% sure. If you want to learn more information, go check out Ben and Ashley from Sailing Nahoa, because they stopped here and they did a video specifically on just this island, so there's no need for us to cover it. It is a pretty crazy island. It just looks like there's been people walking all over it because it's all like contoured. I don't know whether that's just the landscape in general, but a lot of trees have gone. It's very barren, like it's been dug away, like it's been a rice field on the side of a hill or something. So we are going to keep moving today. We've got a pretty decent forecast for the next 4 or 5 days, just like light conditions. Down to St Andre, which is the cape, which basically blocks us from all that southerly weather that blows up through the Mozambique Channel. And then we're going to have to start really timing our passages and watching as we skip our way down that southern west coast of Madagascar. We've got 200 miles to a bay called Baly Bay, and there's really nice anchorage in there. It's sort of a
Very common spot for yachties where they'd sit and wait for weather, as it's right near Cape St Andre, halfway down the west coast. So people will wait from here and then do their passage across to Africa from there. So it's nice to get some miles under the keel, and we'll go overnight tonight and reach Baly Bay.
Dad, do you like this one?
I love that one, Tallulah. That is a great drawing. Wow, what do you call that one?
It's a rhino.
A rhino?
Yes.
Wow, it's a good looking rhino.
Hey.
We've got 170 nautical miles out to get to Baly Bay, our next stop. Just come down here to have a run, stretch the legs, so we'll get there tomorrow.
Okay. Yay! Yeah, boy. You been up that hill already, buddy, eh? You reckon, Mum?
The water here, like it's a lot clearer than it looks from the boat.
So from boat, this joint looks pretty gnarly, but up close,
Yeah, it's pretty.
yeah, it's amazing. Little baobabs. What are they? Baobabs.
When they're little, they're baobabs, and when they're big, they're baobabs.
These palm trees that we see on the beach here, you see them all throughout the islands, and that's the leaf that is used for the thatch roofs. You know, like Indonesia, they do everything with the coconut palm. Through the Pacific Islands, all the coconut palm. Madagascar, they don't use coconut palm, they use this palm, which is, the name has slipped my mind, I apologise for that. It's fire resistant, and so you see on a lot of the hills, because so much of the land in the forest has been cleared. We've really noticed as well as we've been sailing down the coast, just hillsides have just been burnt off, and the forest is just continually being burnt off here. But the one thing that remains is that bloody palm tree. In Mitsio, you could see where we were anchored, all the side of the hill was just that palm, because you can't burn it down, mate. Fun fact for you. Thanks, Josh. Dropping wisdom on us. Here you go. Up, dude.
The winds that we have now were meant to arrive later on this afternoon. If we knew they were going to come this early, we would have gotten up earlier this morning, because we're stuck in between two reefs. There's a fringing reef on the outside of us, on the starboard side, and then there's another fringing reef on the port side as well. And so we're just kind of in the middle. Yosh is up the front making sure everything's clear up ahead. We're in like 17 meters of water. The charts are not accurate, so we're using satellite images to navigate. Yeah, we can see the reefs on both sides. It's going to open up a little bit in about 5 nautical miles, so then we can turn a bit more downwind instead of bashing into it. But for now, this is us. Becky? He's on again, just as we're bashing upwind into 20 knots. Walk on. What do you think it is, Jon? Isn't that a wahoo? Oh. Looking on the reef.
Past it, pretty much.
We passed it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. See you on again?
Yeah!
Woo!
Back here, another barracuda.
Oh, hopefully it's a Mackie.
Another big barracuda.
We're going to call some ballerinas. What do you call them? Elevators.
Concentrate. Yep. Don't lose that thing. Get right into it. That's it. Alright. Good fish.
Trevally I. No way. Oh, that is a good GT.
We've just tucked back out to sea again. Today's just been a bit of a mix-up. The wind isn't what it was forecasted to be. There's nowhere for us to stop along here. The charts aren't accurate here, and so we've been relying upon Google Images, and Google hasn't taken images around here. So we're kind of just running off of these charts that aren't accurate to navigate, and we've got reef on the inside, reef on the outside, and yeah, for us to get on the outside of the reef we have to go through a reef pass, but it's kind of the only way that we can get out. We are just going to have to take it on. I need to have a breather. We're bashing up wind, and I just went upstairs to check on Yosh, and he said, oh shit, that's a boat, and we could just see the black outline of a boat. It was like a few meters off of our port side with no lights on, so we almost hit a huge dhow. We've got our lights on. I've just put some more lights on, so I don't know, hopefully people will just avoid us because we can't see them until they're like super close up. It's a really dark night tonight. Anyway, I hope that's the end of the activity.
Well, the last few hours have been sensational, a bit more what we were expecting. That squall we had last night, she came in hot and she came in heavy. Didn't quite reach 40, but it gave a bloody good crack at her for a good 10 minutes. We were motoring in a light wind with a second reef in when it sort of smashed us. So good feeling, you know, wind forward of the beam. Only the second reef and we're still sailing at 4 knots. Normally you don't really propel forward when the wind's forward of the beam with just the mainsail. But you know, Nandji too, she does these things. We're navigating nighttime intercoastal waters with inaccurate charts and 0 satellite images. Yeah, we're running pretty blind. We're just running on the fact that there's an outer reef and then the bays in here are all sandbanks. So we're passing the city of Mahajanga now, and there's must be a bit of a port here because there is like port and starboard markers and there's lead markers on the other side as well. So this area, just the entrance and the outer reef, it's all on the charts, so we can make our way through the reef utilising our charts to get on the outside of the deep water. Now that the sun's come up as well, which makes it even easier, but just because we had charts of this area and the reef, it's the safest way of getting through it. It's about another 50 miles I suppose to get down to Baly Bay, and we're going to be on the outside of the reef now. If you thought the fishing was good yesterday, hold on to your knickers, because on the outside of the reef is where those big pelagic fish are going to be. Oh yeah, there it is. First one of the morning. Oh, that's the biggest Mac you get. Good morning, Mac Daddy. Good morning, Mac Daddy. Man, the lions haven't even been in the water, what, 15 minutes. Already got the best Mackie of the trip.
Might have to change the name from Sailing Nandji to Catching Nandji. Because no one can catch us when we're sailing, but we catch everything. Probably got to jinx myself now. Oh, what a good morning. I've had like 2 hours sleep all night. I'm a little bit delirious, a little bit sleep deprived, a little bit happy. Oh, how good are mornings at sea, especially when you're catching fish. Hey buddies, big fish at the back there. Leave them alone. Mackie, anyone? So good. Like that's 3 5 kilo max or 5 to 7 kilo max. Smack and mac in the morning.
Changing a lure?
Yeah, so we made that turn to get into the deeper water. We're sort of on the outside of the reef. We're heading towards it anyway. We're in 65 metres. We've been travelling in 20 to 40. That's where like the Halco, the divers, the redhead and the other sort of hard plastic deep divers are good for like mackies. But as we get out into the deeper water, we chase some pelagic fish. Got to mix them up and put some skirts on. Even though it is sort of middle of the day, you want like a real deep diver or a skirt. So like wahoo, markie, sailfish, marlin, they all smash the skirts. Because we're motoring, I'm going for marlin today. Just saying.
Oh my goodness. Yesterday, like, I was so over bashing upwind. The boat was just so uncomfortable, and every time I tried to do something, it just made an absolute disaster. Like, I tried to get a drink in the early hours of the morning, a drink of water, and then I opened the cupboard and out jumps this like red liqueur stuff that you make cocktails with. It fell out of the cupboard and smashed all over the ground, so there was like this red sticky cordial stuff with like glass everywhere. Just had to clean that up, and then I went to make a coffee later on and out jumped their hot chocolate and went all over the floor, so I had to clean that up. And then we had 2 accidents, so I had to change the bedding twice. Something else happened as well, but I was just like so off it. I was like, I don't want to be bashing upwind anymore. So yeah, it was a pretty like busy night last night on watch, and not necessarily with the sailing. Done again! Is it?
Are there small fish around here or like this is non-existent?
Monster Madagascar fish. Oh! What? The thing is huge!
There's no such thing as small fish around here, eh?
Barracuda!
This video is probably just going to be called The Fish of Madagascar because, mate, they are prehistoric. See the size of these barracudas, man. Oh, these GTs. Jeez. We've only lost 1 fish, which was that marlin, but by the time we slowed the boat down, the marlin spat that hook anyway, which is good because they're so hard to deal with. Here we are, we're on the entrance now into Baly Bay. Man, you sort of get lost in the maps and just looking at how tight and how hard it is to get in there. And when you're on your approach, you realise that it's like 2 or 3 metres wide. Not to say that 2 to 3 metres wide isn't 2 to 3 miles of shallow water, but it's a pretty common spot where people stop. So we've got a couple of spots to drop the hook at. We just need to try to get in there.
What you got there?
Now I found this thing on the beach.
Should we take?
Come home, did it?
Should we keep it?
Should we keep this one?
Hey, well,
Not a fish.
you're not a fish.
I'm a pirate.
You're a pirate. Well, we better go to the pirate ship then, hey? Woohoo!
The fishing on this passage was exhilarating, some of the best we've ever had, but boy it was a relief to end the cautious sailing between reefs and the relentless bashing up wind. Neither of us had slept much, so dropping the pick in Baly Bay was heavenly. Thanks for watching guys, subscribe if you like the video, and if you are getting something out of our channel, consider becoming part of the Nandji Patreon family. You'll receive early access and exclusive content via the Patreon link down below. Check it out, see what's available. How big was that GT by the way? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.